Hey everyone, my name is Cody Pate, and this is my professional video. So in this video, I'm just going to talk about my agency and what I did and how I applied practice to my agency and just what I want to do in the future. So my agency was Richmond County DSS. I worked in the CPS department, Child Protective Services, and this was my first time doing anything with child welfare. So I was really excited for this. So for CPS, you can really have any degree. At the agency, we had many different people, some with marine biology degrees, some with public administration degrees, some with a few of them were social work degrees. So it was really exciting to see many different degrees in there. And so I did an agency project, and so me and a fellow intern that interned there, we did a project. So when we first got to the agency had 5 people to quit, and so we seen a lot of burnout and we seen a lot of frustration within the agency. So we created pamphlets with burnout facts and like the signs of burnout and what to watch out for, and then ways to cope with burnout. And we put some free counseling on there that they could use. They could either text or call. And it's just, with this line of work, it's important to have somebody to talk to. And not necessarily somebody that really understands. It's just somebody new that doesn't really understand your story and understand your situation. And so it's really important to talk to somebody other than people at your work or people that you see every day. So for my practice behaviors, so for my field-based experience, what I did, I call collateral. So when somebody gets a CPS case, you are asked to put 2 collaterals down, which are references. And so I would call the references and just ask them about the family's daily lives, how long they've known them for, if do they have any concerns. So I did that. I would fax medical records and school records to have access to those for the social workers, just to see if they had any concerns. And I would do home visits with the social workers, anywhere from foster care to in-home services, to initiate cases that come in. So how it works is you go from, when you get a case, it stays with the assessment with the assessor for 35 to 45 days. And then if the social worker sees fit, they can either close the case or they can send it to need more services. So that's when the in-home worker comes in, and they do parenting classes, substance abuse assessment, substance abuse classes, really any type of assessment. And then they also do random drug screens. And so I learned how to order them and how to do releases for them as well. So doing pretty much all that. And then I also would do court. So every other Tuesday is court. So I would participate in that and just learn the court proceedings and how you do court stuff. So I would, so we learned that first you file a petition and then it goes to different things and it ends out in permanency planning. So that was very interesting to learn about the court. And then just what I found was interesting is actually seeing the people in their homes and then in court. So you get to see the kids in different the families in different settings. And we also did school visits. And this is a really good chance to see the kids in a different environment. And most of the time they're more likely to disclose information if they're away from the family or the parents. So that's some of the things that I did. So some of the practices that I used, just starting off with 1.1, demonstrate ethical and professional behavior. Just applying the laws and regulations of CPS. There's certain things that you can and can't do. Confidentiality is a big part. So when they get a report, you cannot tell the family who reported the information. So that's confidentiality, and it's really big with if the family is split between family, like mother and father, so you can't tell what one says to the other. So, and just using the code of ethics, that is everything in CPS, because you're putting your clients first, and I think your clients are the kids, so putting them first and making sure that they're safe, and just really using all of competency 1 basically. And like for 2.3, doing engaging diversity in different practices, applying self-awareness and self-regulation. So with these clients, I was not raised by like some of these clients were. And so I'm just when I go into these homes, I'm just making sure that I put all my personal biases aside, and even in the workplace with the coworkers, just making sure that I put all my biases aside, and just putting myself in somebody else's shoes. Like, I was not raised like this, and that they were raised differently, and they may not know that this is wrong. So those are some of the competencies I applied. So for a specific competency that helped me define my professional identity, like I said, for competency 1, this is just professional behavior, and I think this really helped me understand what it really means to be professional. I've had jobs before, but not having to dress up every single day. And so I think this has really helped me define what my personality is as a professional. And then professional identity is so much bigger than what you think. So just basically all of competency 1 helped me understand what my professional identity was. And so for my future plans, I plan on working in child welfare, doing CPS. I would really love to be an investigator for CPS, but I would take anyone after graduation, any position, it doesn't matter. But I think that is where I really shine, is investigating. So that is my plans, and I hope you enjoy my website, and yeah.